Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Forest of Memories. I hope you didn't get lost. My name is Zaruk Wind-Caller, your guardian, your high remembrancer, and your arbiter. Once again, we return to the darkness of Hong Kong. The shadows must be run, the world can never be fixed. But that's a living, right? It's been a while since we played Shadowrun Hong Kong. I really want to finish this game, so I'm hoping we can do that tonight. Get some closure on the events and all that stuff. Before we begin, though, remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, hi, you're watching the VOD. Check me out at twitch.tv/Zaruk Wind-Caller. I stream almost every day at set times. If you want to know what those times are, usually 6 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, sometimes 6 to 10, but the times may vary. In that case, you'll want to follow me on Twitter at Zaruk Wind-Caller. And every week, I will post my schedule there for everyone to follow up on. And if you can't get there, then at least join the Discord. You can do that by coming to the chat and hitting !Discord, which will give you a link there, and you can join the Forest of Memories Discord. We have a growing community, and yeah, that way you'll always know what's going on. We also have multiplayer events that we do from time to time, and that's where you can sign up for those. But enough talk. We've got work to do. The shadows have to be run, and, well, no such thing as a milk run, right? Let's get started. It's been too long, you guys. I'm glad to be back to the game. Let's see. Good lord, I haven't played this since February? Really? I mean, really? No, that's... Yeah, February 13th. Huh. Wow, it's, wow. Okay, well. Oh, better get back to it then. So, last time we left off on board this, pirate vessel, basically. So, we'll pick up from there. It'll be a milk run, said no surviving Shadowrunner. Like I said, Morty, in and out, real quick, milk run. And then everything went wrong. Alright. Go see what they want. Hello, housekeeping. That's loud. Did you at least get milk? Person who picked up milk on the milk run died. Alright. A weathered troll with a relaxed posture and a commanding presence dominates the cabin. Her face is serious, but her dual-colored eyes glint with curiosity as she runs them over you. It is my honor to introduce you to Captain Utama, our most gracious and benevolent host. Jomo bows deeply. My captain, I thank you for your generous hospitality. I remain your humble servant and offer my deepest respect. She steps forward and places a gnarled hand on Jomo's shoulder. Straighten your damn back, Jomo. Pay your respects if you must, but I have no use for men who bow and scrape. Jomo's back snaps straight, and he hurriedly retreats to his original position. His smile remains as relaxed as ever, but you can't help but notice the bead of perspiration that traces its way down his forehead. Ah yes, the bead of nervous sweat. The captain shifts her gaze to you, studying your face through eyes the color of dirty ice. A smile slowly creeps across her face, twisting the scar across her lips into a second grin. As for you, Shadowrunner, you are welcome aboard the Bentong. Mind my rules, and you may stay here for as long as you wish. We appreciate your hospitality, Captain Utama. You're doing us a tremendous favor. The troll's scarred lips twitch upward in amusement. I do you no favor, boy. My hospitality was bought and paid for, not given. Look to your friend. She wrote the check. Savor the moment, Remembrancer. You're looking at the end result of me calling in the very last of my favors with corporate. The scarred troll's smile broadens. My hospitality is not given, Shadowrunner, it is rented. Now, before you get settled in, there's a small matter that we must discuss. Let me guess, am I gonna have to pay my rent in advance? Hey, Lord Rallius, how you doing? She rests her hands on her hips. This is my ship. Your friend here has paid your passage, yes. But if you prove to be a disruptive presence on this vessel, I will not hesitate to have you tossed overboard. Unless you relish the idea of swimming with awakened sharks and active minds, you will mind your manners during your stay. Oh, right. So, okay, yeah, sentient sharks and sea mines. Got it. I'll make, yeah, got it. Crystal, understood. Hey, Holt, how you doing? I'll stay out of your sailor's hair. I certainly hope so. You wouldn't be the first guest that I've had to put over the side. All of the splashing, the screaming. It's quite distracting to the men working on deck. They won't make a peep, Captain Utama. I promise. Don't speak for me, asshole. This is going to be home for the foreseeable future, Remembrancer. We've got nowhere else to go, and I'm fresh out of strings to pull. We get Mitsuhama something that they can use, something irrefutable, or we resign ourselves to life on the open sea. I've always wanted to be a pirate. No, I'm kidding. Then we find them something they can use. That's right, we do. And we start with Lamb's PDA. Meet me at the command trailer. We're gonna crack that thing, and we're gonna find some answers. I'm gonna beat you there. Alright, let's see. While we're moving, that gives me time to check something. So, for those who don't know, last time we were here, not only did I find a Barrett 121L, which is a high powerful sniper rifle, Duncan found, well, we found, and then I gave Duncan an assault cannon. So, that'll come in handy. But I need to get better with sniper rifles if I'm going to use that thing. I'm good at range combat, but I'm mostly skilled in pistols. So let's see. There we go. That helps. No, we'll just go with that for now. Yeah, the assault cannon, aka I'm gonna put a fucking heat round through your chest. Which, that is not a joke. The assault cannon in this game is basically I think it's either a 20 or 30 millimeter cannon. And it does exactly what it says on the tin. It puts heat rounds, you know, high explosive anti-tank rounds through somebody's chest cavity. Ah, Modular's correct. It is a 30 millimeter cannon. Which, by the way, for those who don't know, that's big. Like, that's I think that either is the size or bigger than a Bushmaster chain gun on a Bradley fighting vehicle. It is not a joke. Yeah, it's over an inch wide. And yes, Lord Rallius is correct. We do have the moment well documented. In fact, if you watch my, the art gallery right there, you may see it pop up. I think it's after this one, I think. Yeah, there it is. An assault cannon is for me? Yeah, I was ecstatic to find that thing. Chew's command trailer is strangely peaceful. The crew of systems experts that formerly manned the multitude of terminals inside are nowhere to be found, and the omnipresent hum of the trailer's computer banks has fallen silent. The senior inspector glances up from her desk, half turning to face you. Good, you're here. The sentence trails to nothing as she squeezes her eyes shut, wincing. Her hands go up to rub at her temples. I can give you a minute if you want. No, it's okay. It's just this damn migraine. She rubs her temples with both hands. Feels like someone lit a fire behind my eyes. Oh, God. As someone who has migraines pretty often, they're mostly from eye strain for me, but I know that feeling. Oh, God. It sucks so bad. Migraines are god-awful. If I were you, I'd get that checked out. Utama must have a doctor stashed away somewhere. She waves your suggestion off. I'll be fine. I already know what's causing this, and it won't be a problem anymore. I ditched it after Lamb turned on us. The necklace, you mean? She nods grimly. Yeah, it hurt to use, like looking through lenses ground to someone else's prescription. Made the drain from spellcasting hurt more, too. Truth is, I've been in constant pain for the past couple of months. Cost of doing business, I guess. You know, sorry to hear, but you're tough. You'll push through it. Yeah, I will. I won't be on the other side of this anytime soon, though. The drain that I soaked up breaking us out of that trap didn't help either. I'm not at 100%, and I probably won't be for months. Well, that's fine. I don't need you at 100%. Get me into a room with Crate, and I'll handle the rest. You might have to, but let's hope that it doesn't come to that. She shakes her head to clear it, gritting her teeth in discomfort. Okay, we got a job to do, so let's do it. Hand her the PDA. Get to it, then. You fish Lamb's PDA out of the evidence bag that Shu had you put it in. The device is in bad shape. Its case is warped and bent, but the screen winks on at your command. The display is streaked with Lamb's dried blood. It looks like red gelatin, thin and watery. You can just make out the text underneath. So for those who don't remember what happened to Lamb, Lamb was actually working against us the whole time. And Lamb got caught in the result of a magical backfire that Shu caused. And if you go watch the VOD on the YouTube channel, well, it's described as basically Lamb being caught in almost like a conflagration. His body was basically fused, like burned, horribly burned. Like half of his body was horribly burned. And he was wearing a bulletproof vest, so that probably fused to his skin, too. Like, I even made a mention that they're probably going to have to put him under to take that off, because it'll probably rip his skin off. And his face was so messed up that we actually had to censor it. And we instead put a very gnarled-looking face of Aaron Eckhart's Two-Face from the Christopher Nolan Batman movies with the word Quispy over it. So, yeah. Hey, Fury Dragonborn, how you doing? I've been great. I hope you're doing well. We're playing some Shadowrun Hong Kong today. Quispy. Yeah, it's been a while, I know, right? Lamb, Andy, secure mailboxes. Well, make yourself at home, Dragonborn. Enjoy. We're just going to play through the game. I'm hoping to finish it tonight, but yeah, sit back, relax, make yourself at home, and get comfy. We have a ton of new sound redeems now and stuff in the bit section. We also have some new toys to play with in the channel point section. Sit back and enjoy yourself. Oh, good news. Oh, yeah? What you got? Let's see. Let's check. Oh, God, that's a lot of... Good God, man! 6,340 pieces of junk mail? Dump your junk. See, okay, look. Does anybody else have this problem? Or does it get on anybody else's nerves? Dump your junk mail. Seriously, just get rid of it. It bothers me. Oh, you hit affiliate. Nice job. Well done. Welcome to the family. Happy to have you. Make yourself at home, like I said. Yeah, congratulations. But seriously, God, that junk mail. Hold on. Lamb's junk mail folder is packed to the gills with all manner of unsolicited messages. Scam mail. Advertisements from everything from illicit drugs to designer electronics, and countless pornographic images fill the screen. It would take days to sort through all of this for anything useful, and searching by trial and error would likely expose the PDA to a whole host of nasty worms and viruses. Okay, bullshit. I call fake. Where's all the advertisements for male enhancement? Like, come on, are you telling me in the far future of like 2090, 2070, 2090 something we stop doing that? Bullshit. No. Nuh-uh. There should be like 2,000 of that 6,000 junk mail should be male enhancement bullshit. Yeah, junk mail. Ugh. And thank you for the the care package, Cataclysm. Remind me never to open my own junk folder. Anything tagged? No. Wait. I'm curious. Hold on. Nope. I thought some of them would be marked porn, but I guess not. Okay. All right, let's check the live chat folder. Live chat with Remembrancer. Yeah. Did you authorize a second mind probe of Wind-Caller while he was unconscious? I'm looking at the transcript of his interview, and he insists that 2 mages were screwing around with his brain last night. No, I was against you having him scanned in the first place, remember? Why would I give authorization for 2 different mages to poke around in his brain? I don't know. Maybe you wanted 2 sets of findings to check against one another? I know that you have trust issues where magic is concerned. Oh, this is from Chew. I didn't authorize anything, Lamb, and unless we have a second magical interrogator that I don't know about on the task force, I'm going to go ahead and guess that he's making it up. So, what? You just want to dismiss this? You don't think it warrants further investigation? In a perfect world, I'd tell you to knock yourself out, but right now, in the world that we live in, there's no time for that. We're too close to Crate to go hunting for a mystery mage who may or may not exist. The council doesn't want any more delays, Lamb. Neither does Mitsuhama. So drop it and do your job. I don't want to have to tell corporate about this. Alright, Fee. She's from Hong Kong, so I don't know if it's Fee. I don't know how you say that. You win. For now. But this discussion isn't over. Yeah, Lamb. It is. Keep going. Let's see what else there is to see. Anything in the trash bin? A little digging reveals a file buried in the PDA's trash can. It looks like Lamb intended to get rid of it, but he died before he got around to pulling the trigger on it. Oh yeah, Hop, I've heard about that. Let's see, read the uncovered file. From Crate, From Crate to Andy Lamb. Mr. Koo tells me that you've accepted our offer. Welcome aboard. Once you've delivered Chew, report to me and we'll have you relocated to the Taipo facility. You'll be safe there. We have the location under 24-hour guard for obvious reasons. From there on out, all you need to do is keep your head down and count your money. You keep up your end, and you're soon to be a very wealthy and influential man. If Crate's client, whoever it is, has something worth guarding in Taipo, that's what we need to check out next. Let's keep going. This is good intel, but we need to get everything out of this PDA that we can. Alright, let's check the outbox then. Alright, wow. What's this? The message has been corrupted. Alright, what about this one? From Andy Lamb to Irene Tong. Irene, I know that you have every reason to hate the police, but hear me out. What happened to your family was wrong, and I'm going to do everything I can to make it right. I can't bring your husband back, but I can help make sure that the constables who killed him pay for their crimes. Big changes are coming. I promise. Between then and now, please allow me to cover your mortgage payments. I've recently come into a large sum of money, and I want you to have it. Consider it a show of good faith until I can bring you the justice that you deserve. I don't know anything about this. She frowns. Must have been related to some old cases of lambs from before he got assigned to the task force. Or maybe it was a personal thing. A friend of his? Or a romantic interest? It was someone he cared about. That much is clear. Well, feels like a motive to me. This woman's husband died, Lamb felt guilty, and he signed on with Crate to try and make amends. Yeah, maybe. Grouping up the people responsible for the Kowloon City massacre out of guilt, though? She shakes her head. What kind of ass backward thinking is that? Are you kidding me? Do you know? Okay, hold on. Yeah, I know. From the top, like, looking from a bird's eye view, it does seem kind of weird to work with the people responsible for the problem, but, like, lots of people do that. Lots of people, like, in revenge stories, or even in, like, any kind of story, it's either the good guy teams up with the bad guy so he can kill them off one by one by earning their trust, or he gets in there, wants to do good, and then and then, as Obi-Wan Kenobi says, you become the very thing you swore to destroy. So, Important question. Do I accept the sponsorship from Raid Shadow Legends? Go for it. They pay money. They apparently pay a lot of money. Go for it. Like, now granted, if they ever offer me that, I'm probably going to say, I mean, it depends on how much they're offering. But really, I don't know. I've dipped my toe too much in those gacha. Well, okay, let's be real. It's a gacha-esque game. I've dipped my toe too much in those already. Look, let me put it this way to you guys. About 5 or 6 years ago, I was headlong in the gacha thing. I regularly played Fire Emblem Heroes. I regularly did Girls Frontline. I regularly did Azure Lane. But then I just got bored of it, really. And, like, now I just dabble. And I did, to be fair, I did give Raid Shadow Legends the good old military try. I put, like, a week's worth of time into it. I thought it was interesting, but it just didn't appeal to me. So, yeah, I wanted more. And, yeah, I'm with, Hop agrees with me, I think, Fury. I would take that offer. But, hold on. But let me stress something. Let me stress this. Read what they want. Make sure you read it. Because, again, they're probably going to offer you a lot of money. Or a good amount of money, I don't know. But read it. Read it. Like, read what they want. Because game companies and corporations like that are really specific with what they want. And if you're off by, like, maybe a minute amount, they'll keep the money. You need to do exactly what they say. So, anyway, what kind of ass backwards thinking is that? The kind that idealists and zealots have always used to justify their actions? Nothing new about that. Or maybe he felt that the ends could justify the means. This whole thing raises more questions than it answers. Let's keep going. Let's see. From Andy Lamb to Wallace Koo. Subject. Okay, I'm in. Alright, Koo, I've reconsidered your proposal and I want in. You were right. She was a lost cause. She's corporate to the bone, and trying to argue with her is like talking to a brick wall. She doesn't give a damn about what the HKPF is supposed to stand for. All that matters to her is the company's bottom line. Oh, fuck you, you little weasel. At least I didn't turn on my own people for a paycheck. It's funny. I used to be such an idealist. I joined the HKPF because I wanted to help people. But that isn't what this organization is about. Whatever the recruiters say. Good cops don't have a place in Mitsuhama's police force. The corporate culture of the HKPF either changes them if they're weak, or chews them up if they're strong. Either way, they wind up broken, and I can't be part of that machine anymore. That seems like it should be backwards. Like, shouldn't it be that if they're weak, they get chewed up and spit out, and if they're strong, it changes them to adapt? Or are you actually saying that it literally breaks people and then turns weak people into monsters? Because that's even more scary. Jesus. Hey, Nick, how you doing? And yes, Fury, Hop is also correct. And this is for everyone, don't ever take any advertisement that doesn't let you be yourself. Like, if they want you to be a mouthpiece, I mean, that is what advertisement is. But if you're not allowed to do things your way and they want you to do it their way, don't take that deal. Back off. Yeah, what's up, Cataclysm? I permapinned. What? I did? Permapinned last night's stream. What do you mean? I'm confused. What do you mean? I don't see any pins. Yeah, I don't see any pins. Yeah, I think it's on your end. My thing doesn't, like, I had it set up so the pin would go away after I ended the stream. It's just like real cops. Okay, well, kind of, sort of, Nick. I know a lot of good cops who are still good. The problem is, though, that they're not in positions of power to do anything. That's the problem. There are, like, even in real life, it's not just the police, it's anything. They're in any kind of organization, politics, police, military, whatever, corporation. There's tons of good people who have good ideas and want to do good. The problem is, good people don't often climb up the ladder. You have to have some kind of ambition. Like, look, here's what my old grandfather told me. You need to have two things to make progress in certain things. Ambition or ruthlessness. Ambition will get you to where you're going, and it'll keep your morality, but it'll be slower. If you're ruthless, you can get all the way to the top, but you won't be the same person at the top. So, yeah, forget that. The big changes you're talking about, it's a chance to fix things. A real, honest-to-God chance. And so, as much as I hate your methods, I'm going to help you. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it because I want the HKPF to be better.
I think this calls for a little history lesson.
Oh, a history lesson. Okay, Let me think of one. Alright, here's a good one. As we're talking about big changes. And this one's also kind of funny. So, in 1918, the United States joins World War I. And one of the things that that comes with them is the 1897 trench gun. Which, again, y'all have all seen the trench gun, the classic shotgun with a bayonet on it. Now, here's the thing. As y'all can imagine, the trench guns were very effective at clearing the trenches, because if you're in a very narrow trench and in close quarters, a shotgun does a wonderful job of taking care of your enemies. The Germans didn't like that. The Germans thought, no joke, the Germans literally saw the trench gun as cheating. So they literally said, hey, you can't use these. These are a cruel and unusual weapon. So either stop using them, or anytime we find guys with shotguns or people carrying shotgun shells, we're going to execute them. We're not going to take them prisoner. General John Blackjack Pershing, commander of the American Expeditionary Force, politely wrote a letter back to German High Command responding to the effect of basically saying, this coming from the motherfuckers who invented poisonous gas, flamethrowers, and have been doing horrific stuff like that for the past few years? Yeah, no, L. And his response was to send over 100,000 more shotguns to the front lines, because fuck you. It's not cheating if we're doing it. Let's see. Isn't that the core philosophy of Slytherin and Harry Potter? Ambition is what's needed to make a difference in the world? Basically, yes. And look, okay, let Zaruk give you guys a little bit of a word lesson here. Ambition has kind of become corrupted in the modern era. We like to think of ambition as this desire to go forward no matter the cost, to step on anyone and step over anyone for your goals. That is not what ambition means. Ambition is the idea of seeing a goal and chasing it. That does not mean you do whatever it takes to get to that goal. Because the problem with saying I'll do anything to get what I want or get to my goal, that is a dangerous phrase. I'll do anything. Will you, though? Will you really? Because I want y'all to think about that for a minute. I'll do anything. On paper, that sounds pretty good. That sounds like nothing will stop me. I'm determined. I'm dedicated. I'll get it done. But if you pull back a bit, that has some that has some questionable undertone to it. Yes, so, yeah, ambition can be, I won't stop until I create a society where nobody lives in fear. True, Hop. But the question is, what grounds will you go, what kind of approach will you use for that? A world where, like you said, a society where nobody lives in fear. Okay, well, people are afraid of a lot of things. So, the problem is, everyone's going to find something to be afraid of. And even if you make this society, this perfect society where nobody has to live in fear, guess what they're going to be afraid of? You. They'll be afraid of the person who put all the changes in place. Because everyone's afraid of someone who's way too powerful. Or someone they think is too powerful. Yeah, Nick is correct. Yeah, and Cataclysm's right. Define fear. And yes, Nick is correct. Superman in Injustice is exactly what you said, Hop. Create a society where nobody has to live in fear, except he becomes a tyrant. Because you can't... Because again, I've read the comics. He says over and over in the Injustice comics, I took one life, just one. And Batman always tells him it always starts with one. It's always one. Because that's what you use to justify it. You know, it starts with one and then it'll never be enough. Like, again, that's one of the things about ambition quickly becomes ruthlessness, tyranny, and obsession if it is not tempered by reality. And that's kind of the interesting thing. Reality has a way of reminding and demonstrating to people who might have unbridled and unhinged ambition that the world will not tolerate that. So, yeah. Anyway. Wow, that got philosophical real quick. Holy crap. Hey, this is great, though. This community works to make itself and others smarter. I approve of that. And like I've said before, my community is one where we can all swap our different ideals and different ideas. What was it one of my friends joked about? You guys are going to love this. One of my best friends told me, he goes like, so what? Do you and your viewers just come up with ways to take over the world? I was like, as far as you know, yes. Gee, Zaruk, what are we going to do tonight? The same thing we do every night, chat. Try to take over the world. Alright, so, big change. What do you think he's talking about? I don't know, but I don't like the sound of it. Tell Crate I'm in. I can bring you Chew, and I can help you to dismantle this task force. But you should know that if you've been bullshitting me, if things don't change for the better, I'm coming after you. You can count on that. Tough talk. Think he could have backed it up? Lamb? No, not in a million years. Fool would have gotten himself killed one way or another. Still, we learned something here. Lamb was convinced that Crate and her people were working towards some sort of shakeup in the HKPF. A big change. Ominous words. Yeah, they are. Let's keep reading. Alright, well, let's try the... We checked the outbox, right? Oh, yeah, we just looked at that. Let's check the inbox. From Wallace Koo to Andy Lamb. Package delivery. Everything's ready on our end. Now, you need to hold up your end of the deal. The package has to be delivered before the wild card leaves the evidence room, or this whole thing is going to get messy. I'm the package, I guess. Which makes me the wild card. She rolls her eyes. What an idiot. If he wanted to speak in code, he could have been a little less obvious about it. If things do get messy, it's your ass, Lamb. Crate wants this to go by the numbers, and that means both the package and the wild card caught in the same trap. We can't chance the package catching a bullet before we can question her, and a firefight in the hallway could raise questions. You know your job. Do it well, and you'll get what you were promised. Well, things didn't go the way they'd planned. Crate must be pissed. I hope that she's furious. Hell, I hope that she chokes on it. Next one. Let's see. Mr. Lamb. Oh, from Crate. Mr. Lamb, much as I appreciate your concern for the citizens of Hong Kong, it is not your place to question my tactics. The behavior of the SDU is none of your concern. The changes that you hope to see will never come about while Mitsuhama is viewed favorably by the Executive Council. Our client wants to see its reputation tarnished, and a certain amount of heavy-handedness on our part is necessary to make that happen. It's all a part of the plan, Senior Inspector. You do your job and let me do mine. Crate. Alright, so that's where Crate and her people come into this. The massacre at the end of the Kowloon City riots, the police brutality that led to the riots in the first place, they were all intended to hurt Mitsuhama's PR. But what's the end goal? Why would anyone spend this much money to tank the reputation of their own police force? Maybe Crate's clients want to scuttle the police, turn Hong Kong into an anarchist state like Berlin? She shakes her head. Maybe. Let's keep reading. Well, that's everything we're getting. Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe you're right. She turns the PDA over in her hand and flips off the device's power switch. The screen flickers and dies. She rubs her eyes, drawing your attention to the dark hollows underneath them. Alright, so here's what we've got. Crate and her people are working for someone powerful and rich. Probably a megacorp, but we don't know who. They're trying to tank Mitsuhama's reputation with the executive council so that they can bring about some kind of change inside the Hong Kong police force. And they've got a facility in Taipo that they're keeping under heavy guard. Sounds about right. Hey, Dragon Cap, how you doing? It isn't much, is it? You don't even know who we're fighting against. I mean, at this point, does it matter? I mean, I'm a Shadowrunner. I don't care who I fight against. Just point me in the right direction. Well, it's enough. We know where we're going. Taipo. You're right. That's where we'll find our answers. We'll need a plan. We can't just go in blind. Look, I've walked into worse situations and come back out again. You don't know what it was like in the walled city. You're right. I don't. And I'm sure that you're plenty tough, but we're likely to be very seriously outgunned when we get to Taipo. Bitch, I have an assault cannon! And I don't like the idea of going in without a plan. Okay, fair enough. Hey, Draken. I'm going to reach out to my contacts, see if I can pull any more strings. You go back to your boat and inform the rest of your team. I'll call you when I know more. Got it. Alright, well, let's get back on our boat. Well, everything seems to be more or less in one piece. Did you and Chu get anything figured out? More to the point, do you know who we're fighting yet? God, I love her. Nope, but we know where we're going. Crate's client has a warehouse in Taipo that the SDU is guarding. That's not what I was hoping to hear. I don't like going into a fight without knowing who I'm up against. She was talking to her corporate contacts. With luck, we can end this thing with a comm call. Somehow I doubt that it'll be that easy, my friend. These things seldom are, but perhaps. Your PDA buzzes, cutting him off. It's Chu. Yellow. Chu's face flickers onto the PDA's view screen. She looks haggard, even more so than before. I've only been gone 5 minutes! The call was a bust, Remembrancer. I've still got a few executives willing to go to bat for me, but the rest have already written us off as a failure. Nobody's going to risk sparking off a corp war on my say-so, and I can't even tell them who they'd be fighting against. We're going to need a hell of a lot more than we've got if we're going to convince anyone to move on this. Well, I guess we're heading to Taipo. Yeah, looks that way. She lets out a long sigh. Look, Remembrancer, I told you that you and your team would be well compensated for helping me, but I never really specified exactly what your reward would be. I think that you should know. You've got my attention. We'll start with the bad news. I can't put a monetary value on what your team will receive. Truth be told, I'm going to have to wrestle with corporate to get them much of anything. A lot of the cost of renting out the Bentong came out of what had been set aside for you for reward. Excuse me, what? You'll still get paid, I promise you that. It just won't be enough to retire on. Nothing I can do about it. That's just the way it has to be. Gobbet crosses her arms over her chest, a disgusted look on her face. Yeah, I'm sure it is. We never should have trusted. Chu's voice cuts in, talking over her. As for you, Remembrancer, you're a different story. For you, I've got something better than money. Go on. I can get your sin restored. Duncan's too. I can give you your old lives back. Hold on. I'm sorry. You can do what? We had everything erased. Our birth records, our fingerprints, everything. And you can give that all back. Holy shit. Yeah, what he said. That's right. Imagine the doors that'll open for you. You can return to Seattle, pretend that none of this ever happened. Hell, you can do whatever you want, and you can do it completely above board. What I'm offering you is the freedom to make your own choices again. The same freedom that Crate and Josephine Song and Kinley Chung took away from you. Anyway, I just wanted you to know what's on the line before we head to Taipo. She rubs her eyes and stretches. I'm gonna get my kit ready. I'd recommend you do the same. Alright, I'm on it. Let's go. Go to Jomo when you're ready. He'll sneak us into Taipo, and we'll bring this thing to a close. Oh, and Remembrancer, I can't promise that we'll come back to Bentong after this is over. Taking the sights now because it might be the last chance you get. Got it. Oh, and Remembrancer, your boss is Rock. That Kong that you took from Eddie Pong got broken in the move. I found it in about 50 pieces when we got here. It's in the wastebasket under my desk if you still want it, but I can't imagine it's worth much anymore. Sorry about that. Fuck! Oh, Auntie Chung's gonna fucking kill me. Damn it. Ah. Damn it. Well, great. Well, that presents us with something of a conundrum, my friend. He takes a drag on his cigarette and slowly releases the smoke through his nostrils. Koshei paws at the ground. If this payment goes through, your Shadowrunning days with this team are over. With a sin, you would be a liability. You could perhaps remain in Heoi, but you'd need to find a different line of work. A difficult decision. I'll put some thought into it. See that you do. For now, we have a job to prepare for. Kenny Chung wishes us to complete this task, and so we will. Payday or no. This conspiracy could pose a threat to the Yellow Lotus, and we cannot say with certainty whether it does or not until we enter the warehouse in Taipo. You're right. Get ready. Well. What's up? Let's go. You're sure? Might be a one-way trip. Alright, well, let me ask around first. That guy's repairing sea mines. That's a constable. And there's someone around here who sells equipment. Oh wait, no there isn't, because the quartermaster's gone. He was back at the task force base. Or not, there he is. Alright, let's see what you got. Let's see your special stock. Yeah, I've already got all this stuff. Let's see. Got any good grenades? Bet we could give that to, yeah, let's take that. Yeah, okay, thank you. Alright, now we roll. Let's roll. Let's go. Alright, so I do want to take Isobel. Or do I? Hold on. Might not be a bad idea, honestly. And then, of course, I do want to bring Duncan, as always. Oh, wait a minute. I'm just now noticing. Where's my, Oh, right, it's on the boat. Hold on. Because one of the weird things about this game is that since your party members are constantly, assigned and reassigned, they don't get to hold on to their stuff. So I need to find the storage bin and give the assault cannon to, the Duncan. So let's see here. I don't need this, so... hold on to that. Anything else in here? Not really. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, let's roll. Yeah, let's go. So, Duncan's definitely coming. Let's go with Gaichu. He's always been helpful. And then... Fun fact, by the way, I recently found out that a lot of these characters you can hire... a lot of these characters you can hire, extra runners you can hire in Shadowrun, are actually characters from the tabletop game, which is cool. Yeah, this will work. Yeah, let's roll. You watch the Bentong drift slowly out of view as the drunken mistake bobs turbulently on dark, choppy waves. Angry rain dimples the water's surface and obscures the world around you in a haze. Before long, the warehouses appear on the horizon, great gray silhouettes looming just beyond the docks. Crate and her people are guarding a warehouse here. You don't know what you're going to find inside, but this is the last lead that you have to follow. If the conspiracy within the SDU is going to be stopped, it has to happen tonight, in that warehouse. Chu sits nearby, her fingers pressing into her temples, a sign of her distress, no doubt. Despite her evident discomfort, she still looks present and alert. Taipo, once a small fishing village, now encrusted with cheap industrial warehouses, grows ever closer. Water whips down from the sky as you bump up against the docks. You've arrived. Alright, so let's put that in there real quick. And then, Duncan, here, take this. You know what? I'm also going to give you some, alright, that's a flashbang. Yeah, let's give him some more grenades. And then just in case, I doubt you'll need it, but you never know. I'm also going to give you the shotgun because, you know. Alright, some more health kits for, yeah, definitely some health kits for Gaichu. And then finally, I would give Isabel the grenade launcher, but she has no extra space. So here, instead you just get another med kit. Take this med kit. Alright, let's roll. Cold rain lashes your face as you take your place in the Taipo dock. The storm is loud, practically deafening. Periodic thunderclaps roar like distant cannon fire, and the flash of lightning stabs at your eyes. Chu stands beside you, bracing herself against the storm. Jomo! Any chance anyone caught sight of us on the way in? The pirate cups his hands to his mouth and barks at his reply. You insult me! Crate's traitorous pigs were as blind to our approaches. Yeah, we've got it, thanks. Alright, we're here. We know that the SDU is patrolling the area, but we got no idea what else we might find. We still don't know who's behind this whole thing. Let's see. Exploring could help, yeah, but it could also sink us. I know Crate shall have kill teams stationed all over Taipo. The more that we wander around, the more resistance we're going to face, and the last thing we want is to tip them off that we're here. Let's see. Got it. Okay, so essentially she says if we spot anybody, kill them before they can let Crate know we're here. That we're gonna save. It'd be better if there wasn't any fog of war. Whoop! Not that way. Careful now. Heavy boy. That's a shock trooper. See if we can't go this way. Hey, look at that, an alleyway. Perfect. Okay, let's save, because we're making progress, but I don't want to get caught, so... Right there. Come on. Whoop! Hold on. That's another shock trooper. I can't go this way. I think the map... Oh, no. We can. Let's try around here. Ah, of course it wouldn't work twice. But maybe over here. Nope. More guards. There's got to be an open area that doesn't have anybody guarding it. Checkpoint up ahead. Well, I'm trying to think, because if it's just one guy, is it... Oh, no, it's never one guy, is it? It's probably... That's the main entrance. They probably got a ton of people there. We might have to go this way. Okay, 3... What do we got? Knight Errant. What's Knight Errant doing here? Well, fuck it. Time to make some noise. Actually, wait, let me get a little closer. Now we make some noise. I meant to get the drop on them, but I couldn't click the button in time. That's okay, though. Time to make some noise. Hello there! Come on, I gotta hit those. There we go, that's more like it. See how you like this. Wait. Target mark. Alright, see if we can't do a little more damage, shall we? There we go. Alright. Die! Woo! That man's torso just came right off! That guy's leg came off! When's the comic about my VTuber lore coming out? Well, technically, I have a VTuber about... I've got a little comic piece about, I do have a little comic that shows kind of like how my what my, has me interacting with the forest. But as for my lore, that's going to come little pieces at a time. I'm going to get various pieces of artwork that are all going to string together to tell a story. Heck, I might even tell the story myself. Get him, Gaichu. Let's see. Get him! How'd you... Okay. Don't know how you dodged that, but alright. Well, I hit him. I hit him again. Nice. Nope. Drop him. Rain lashes the broken bodies of the Knight Errant personnel. Chu stares down at them, shaking her head. What the fuck are Knight Errant doing here? Ares doesn't have any official presence on these docks. Maybe whoever hired Crate is paying for Knight Errant protection too. She shakes her head. No, there's no way. Whoever's paying off the SDU wouldn't risk a bunch of Ares personnel learning about the conspiracy. Not unless a worried expression draws itself across her face. Ares is Crate's employer. They're behind the corruption. Yeah, I think you're right. Fuck me, Ares is the biggest arms manufacturer in the world. If they're the ones behind all this, we're in trouble. So what do we do? Well, we're here now, and this is the only chance we're going to get, so we push forward, whether we want to or not. Come on. Hey, you dropped an access card. I'll take that. Now, let's see. Whoops, hold on. Before we go in there... But don't worry, Nick. I do plan to do something like a little comic or collection of pictures to tell my VTuber lore. Don't worry, that's coming. Huh. Well. Of course, the company being called Ares would have the actual Ares God of War as, as a statue. What's my, where's my thing for that? There it is. What do you guys think? I found this picture and I love it so much. And I'm going to keep it, and whenever something edgy happens, I'm going to pull this up. What do y'all think? I personally love it, so I'm going to keep it. I call it the anti-edge pick. Anyway, I think y'all have all seen it now, so I'm going to put it away. Alright, let's see. Let's try this door. Interesting. No connection points, though. How about this one? Aha! Somebody left this terminal without logging out of their admin account. It appears as though the buildings of this area are running off their own designated generator, the typo utility grid having been deemed to be old and unreliable. Navigating through the file structure, you also find a passcode for a nearby substation gate, 2324. So maybe we can turn off the power. That'd be cool. Over here? Nothing. What's this? There's faint light coming through the through a crack in the door, and you can hear someone muttering to themselves. We'll check that one last, then. An executive terminal. Yep. We're going to need to access the Matrix. So, but before we do that... Actually, no, we'll do that first, because I don't know what could happen if someone knows we're here. Isabel. You're up. Do your thing. Now then. There's a data archive. But it also looks like we've got some enemies here, so... Alright, let's see where they can and can't see. Summon up an assassin program. Oh, that's a black... Oh, that's black ice. Why is there a black ice unit here? Huh. So for those who don't know how how the system matrix works in Shadowrun, there's two kinds of ice program. White ice, which only damages your the persona, like your data persona. Black ice hurts the user. So these things, the black ice can actually hurt Isabel, like in real life. So we got to be careful. Ow. We also need to move a little bit quicker, because these things are going to kill me if I don't... They're going to alert everything if I don't get rid of them. Come on. Yeah, black ice is for actively trying to murder intruders. Correct. Got it. Oh, it just killed my program. That's not good. There goes some of my firepower. Hello there. Alright, let's see. Alright. Nope. Alright, let's get a... Hold on. There we go. Oh, come on. Ah, screw it. Fine. Dang it. I knew I was going to miss that. Try again. That's more like it. There we go. It's dead. Good. That's a huge load off my back. Because now they can't actively hurt me. They can only hurt the program. Ow. That said, we need to kill that thing, so... Hey, like this. Man. Man. Yes, that's a good way of looking at it, Thomas. White ice is a pitfall, and a black ice is a spike pit. Yep. Will you just die? Die faster. I said die. There we go. Okay. Now now they're in sentry mode again, so let's try to sneak past them. See what's in here. And we can force it. Let's see what we got. The data archive contains folder upon folder of document regarding Ares' uses of outside contractors, along with internal memos detailing the corporation's intentions. I see. So, they're using Crate. Here's what it says. Hong Kong SDU to be discarded and restaffed with knight-errant personnel within 2 months. Crate to be liquidated. She's currently useful but ultimately disposable. Poses a potential liability. Target date upon finalization of Hong Kong Police Force TE. Whatever that is. Training thing, I guess? I don't know. So, interesting. So she's expendable, and she doesn't even know it. Yeah, that sounds like Corpo, all right. All right. And yeah, we don't need all the information because we already got all of it. Now then, about the person who's talking to themselves in here. Remember, we need to keep a low profile. Right, low profile. Kicks open door. A startled-looking wage slave blinks up from his terminal at the sound of the opening door. Huh, who the hell are you? Easy there, I'm a contractor. Tonight's my first night on the job. Yeah, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be manning your post or something? Hey, let's see. Nope, shift's over. I was just taking a look around before heading home. Yeah, well, you're not supposed to be here. Hell, if you're doing contract work, you should already know that. I've got half a mind to call security. I'll give you 100 new yen if you'll forget you ever saw me. He studies the balance on his cred stick with a smile. Huh, I thought I just heard something. Could it have been the wind? Guess it must have been, because nobody else was here tonight. Well, nothing came of that, but that's alright. At least we didn't blow our cover. That's a wage slave has nothing. Hey, Ferris. Can Zaruk the character break the fourth wall? No. I am incapable of that. go check out that substation, shall we? Oh, shit. That was close. Alleyways. Alleyways. Use the alleyways. There it is. So, what was that code again? 2324. Alright. tear the gate off its hinges? I mean, I was just gonna punch in the code, but no. Wait. Hold on. No, if we tear the gate off its hinges, it might trigger an alarm. No. I'm not stupid. I mean, I'm not an Unga Bunga caveman. No. I'm smarter than that. Do George and Frank fight? Sometimes. Alright. The documentation... Okay, disconnect the power and smash the panel. All around you, lights begin to flicker and die. Good move. If we have to fight any SDU officers, we'll catch them off guard. The darkness should give us a few more seconds before they can raise the alarm. Got it. Not that we need to worry about that, because I think we'll be able to find our way in now. The question is, can we get into that warehouse? No, not yet. So we'll have to go through the main entrance, it looks like. Alright, well, like she said, we need to get the drop on them first, so... Hello, gentlemen. I got a bullet with your name on it. Okay, that one didn't have your name on it. Maybe this one. Ooh! Yeah, that one had your name on it. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. You would think, after hearing the sound of a 30mm cannon going off, some guys would run to investigate, but I guess not. Fool, you're the only one left. You don't stand a chance. Bang. Bang. Bang! Duncan. Oh, well, okay. Damn. Got him. Man dodges two 30mm cannon rounds and then gets brought down by some 5.56. That's kind of cringe. Yeah, huh, it really did have his name on it. Alright, we've made it. This is the warehouse that Ares hired the SDU to defend. This is where we're going to find our answers. When we walk through that door, make sure that you're ready for a fight. Ready as you are. More ready than that, I hope. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really hurting over here. I think I'm feeling the delayed after effects of that magical energy I soaked up back at the police station. Look, I'll do my best to speed this through, but if anything should happen, it won't. You're gonna make it. I'll do my best. It's 5-on-5. Pretty long odds for you guys. See, I brought a 50 cal, so, yeah. If only I could hit something! There we go. And my buddy and my brother right here brought an assault cannon, so, yeah, that too. Nice. Do it again. Oh, wait, no, that's a 50% chance. Instead, throw a grenade. Use a grenade! Oh, shit! They can do that, too. Got it. Not good. I didn't think they could throw the grenades back, but I guess they can. Got him. Alright. Ooh, nice. Okay. What's this do? Dang it. Oh well. Ha! You really should not be standing there, bud. Yeah, I warned you. I tried. I warned thee about standing in front of the 50 cal. Ow. 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 Alright, well, now you guys are gonna pay for that. Light him up. Again! Well, there goes his leg. Yeet! Get him, got you. Nice. Do it again. Nice. Oh, really? Standing out in the open? Thank you. Well, I hope that wasn't important. It looked important, whatever I just blew off. How do you want to die? By a big bullet or an even bigger bullet? Yeah, see, that's the thing, Ferris. We've got calibers ranging from 9mm to 45 to 50 to 30mm. You're up against the wall, and I am the fucking wall. Get him. Come on. It's 30mm powerful. Yes! To put that into perspective for you, a 30mm is the same size round that an A10 Warthog fires. So, everyone's favorite gun, that fires a 30mm. You know, something that punches through the top of tanks. Got him. As the sound of gunfire dies down, Chu's eyes lock on the transplast windows that line the western walls of the room. On the other side of the window sits the most impressive armory you've ever seen. Sinister-looking black and yellow vehicles, emblazoned with stylized logos, sit parked in front of stacked cases of ordnance. A half-track, armed with a battery of surface-to-air missiles, dominates the center of the room. The vehicles are military-grade, designed for battlefield use, but the insignia of the Hong Kong police force adorns each one. Fuck me. That's what Ares is working toward. With enough gear like this, they could stage a coup. In a way, I think that's what they're doing. Look at the insignias on those vehicles, Remembrancer. She points at the nearest vehicle, a military APC covered with Ares and HKPF iconography. Knight-errant branded police vehicles. Ares regalia on HKPF material, and enough firepower to take out half the buildings in Victoria Harbor. Hell, you do the math. They're planning on taking control of the police force. She nods. They're going to try to pull the police contract from Mitsuhama, maybe even merge it with Knight-errant, and when they do, they'll have total control of security in the free enterprise zone. This whole thing... The whole thing's been a smear campaign. That's why Ares has been paying Crate to do the job. Because they wanted to make Mitsuhama look bad so the Executive Council would welcome them with open arms. Months of police brutality, hundreds of people massacred in the Kowloon City riots, all to help Ares win a fucking contract. Chu blinks agitatedly, the veins in her temples throbbing. If they're already this entrenched here, if they've gone so far as to rebrand their damned artillery, they must be close to making their move. Is this enough proof to get Mitsuhama off their asses? More than enough. We'll have to secure the location first, though. They won't send their own troops up against Ares. The last thing they want is to spark off a corporate war. Thanks, Draken. What are we supposed to do? Clear the place out ourselves? No! We use the weapons! Are you kidding me? We are literally sitting on top of a stockpile. There's 2 APCs there and a SAM battery. A half-track with a surface-to-air missile launcher. We could literally turn this into a fortress. Exactly. If we could secure the warehouse, everybody wins. Mitsuhama gets the evidence. It needs to haul Ares before the Executive Council. I get back in corporate's good graces, and you get your sin back. We just need... Chu abruptly stumbles, clutching her temples. Catch your breath. Another migraine? She shakes her head violently in a vain attempt to clear it. Yeah, I'll be okay, though. I'll be fine. Her sentence trails into a low-pitched groan.
Show love 100 hello baby tilde
hey,
hype
babe.
love 1 Zaruk W smile hype love 1 Zaruk W smile hype love 1 Zaruk W smile.
Hey baby. What's wrong? Everything. I'm seeing double and I can't think straight. I can fight it off. I'll be okay. I just need a second to catch my breath. Without another word, she pitches forward. Her face hits the floor with a dull smack. Great. That's just wonderful. What's wrong with her? Well, I don't have biotech or spellcasting. Chu struggles to lift her body off the ground. Try to revive her. You do your best to bring Chu back to her senses. She's conscious but borderline incoherent. Her eyes are badly bloodshot and half rolled back into her skull. Well, this isn't good. Her mouth falls open, but the sound that comes out is unintelligible. Something between a moan and a whimper, and tears begin to well up in the corners of her eyes. A crackle of static from the warehouse's PA system cuts in, drowning her out. Moments later, a cold voice pours through the speakers. Hello, Mr. Wind-Caller. Hello, Senior Inspector Chu. Welcome to the future site of the Toho Harbor Complex. You know, you really should have stayed with your pirate friends. You weren't hurting anyone out there, and we probably would have left you alone. It still isn't too late to turn back. Go talk to the orc on the docks, get back in his fancy boat, and never set foot on free enterprise zone territory again. She shrugs. Or don't, and die in this warehouse. The choice is yours. The PA system crackles again, and then dies. Chu's eyes flutter and focus, and she turns her head to stare at you. I can't help you. Another hit of drain might kill me. She struggles up to her knees. I don't think that I can even walk straight right now. Yeah, I'm getting that. You're gonna have to do this. I'm useless. Just remember what you stand to gain when this is through. You can win this, with or without me. You have to. Don't worry, I'm on it. Come to me when it's done. We'll radio Mitsuhama, turn this place over to them, and I'll get you your life back. Yep, she's out for the count. Let's go. I'm gonna put this 30mm round right through your fucking head, Crate. Oh, Hello? What's this? What is all this? The terminal has been wired into a large, vaguely sinister-looking device that's been mounted to the warehouse floor. Gold contact plates line the base of the device, and a variety of articulated arms hang idly from its 4 elevated pylons. Power dock charging station. Searching for paired slave device. What? What? Hold on. Device missing and out of range. Are these like... What? You gonna make... What are you gonna make like... I don't know. You gonna make like robo-soldiers or something? What? I don't know. Oh! That's what you're doing. That's not good. You're building combat drones. That's a freaking tank, basically. That's not good. Well, I'm guessing what, if we lure them onto the platform, we can fuck with them? Oh well. Let's drop them. Not so tough now, are you? Duncan, fuck him up. How could you miss? Look at the size of that thing. Alright, move up. You gotta take these things down. Nice! That's one. Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's got laser weapon. Wait a minute. Wait. I just realized. Oh shit, we may be in trouble. Okay. So for those who've been here since the beginning of this game, you'll remember one of our first ever missions was to raid an Ares research facility where they were working on laser weaponry. We got the data, but the prototype was handed over to another Shadowrun team. I guess that's not a prototype anymore. That's laser weaponry. Great. No, give me my pistol. I'm a better shot with it. Oh, right, I forgot, this is a gyro jet. It's like a bolter in real life. Got him. Nice shot. That really is not good. What's a gyro jet? Gyro jet is a pistol that fired rocket-powered projectiles. Ow. Duncan, get in position to use that big gun. Or maybe... Hold on. Maybe this will work. Yeah, that's what I thought. It does work. Got him. Yeah, I'm not worried. Gaichu has a trauma kit. He'll be back up in a minute. Ow. Ow. Yep, there he is. Now then. Only gotta plink you a few more times, then you'll die. Get that guy. Oh, that's a girl. Get her. There we go. Yeah, the gyro jets, the real-life gyro jets what inspired the bolt guns in 40K. And yeah, it's literally called a spider tank. Let's shred that armor. There we go. Blocking. Wait a minute. What'd you give it? Nanotech? It's regenerating? It also is blocking front criticals. Okay, I can literally kill you normally. I don't need a critical. Let's tear that armor plating off. Alright, Duncan, don't miss. How can you? It's freaking huge. Do it again. Duncan. There we go. That's more like it. And more tanks to help you this time. Get him. Oh, what the fuck? I just had to open my mouth, didn't I? Oh. Oh no. That's not good. Okay, well, if it's just the tanks, we should be okay. I mean, we can handle that. Man, these things just don't want to die. Duncan, please. I gave you one of the most powerful weapons in the game. Please, you gotta hit these shots, man. Ooh, that was close. Oh, come on! I'm already dealing with... Okay. Really? So it... Jesus, enough! Okay, that's enough! Jesus! What the... Okay. I have a message to you from my wallet. What are you doing? What are you doing? Please be responsible with your money. Fuck you for making Nick want to try 40K. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, again, look, if you want it, look. All right, hold on. All right. Real talk here. This is for everyone. If you want to get into 40K now, just play the video games. Don't go spend money on the models. Don't. Just don't. It's not worth it. Look, as someone who's played 40K for over a decade, don't do it. Stop giving that company your money. Just stop doing it, okay? They have made it very clear that they have no intention to make the hobby more accessible to new people. And instead of lowering prices so more people can play the game, they instead get up on their high horse and say, oh, we want to make a game for everybody, but no one wants to play our game. By the way, we're raising the prices of our models, not lowering them, because fuck you. Just play the video games. Just play the video games. I'm serious. Don't buy the models. Just play the video games. Play Darktide, play Vermintide, play Space Marine 2 when it comes out, play Dawn of War, play that kind of stuff. Don't play the tabletop game. Your wallet will thank you. Can I hit these guys, maybe? Stun grenade. That didn't work. How about this? Dang it. Look, I miss playing it too, but at the same time, I'm not going to give that company any more of my money. That company has gone out of their way to betray and break the faith with so many of their players. I just can't do it anymore. Am I swearing off the hobby? Absolutely not. I'm still going to play the games and everything, but I'm not giving them any more money for their models. They are too expensive and they're anti-new player. Let me put it this way. Games Workshop does not care about new players. They don't. They only care about the people who can continue to buy their models, because at the end of the day, what I've literally told people is that if you want to play the tabletop game, just get a start collecting box, which is basically enough to start playing the game. And if you like the game, like the tabletop game, then you can get more models later. But you don't need to invest a ton of money in models. Just get a start collecting box. Like, Nick, what faction do you want to play? Do you know that yet? Because there's a ton of start collecting boxes. So, like, you'll find one for a faction you like. Nope, catch this. Ow, that hurt Gaichu. Great, we gotta go get him. We're in a bad position here. Come on, Duncan. Oh, at least we're stripping the armor off that. Yeah. Well, both Fountain and Modular are correct. Do your research and sometimes even look for independent providers. You may not have to buy them off. Or better yet, go onto eBay and places. eBay and Amazon have models that have armies that people are willing to get rid of or are trying to sell, and they'll probably sell them for cheap. So okay, I'm back up. Let's do some damage. One down. Hi, here's a shotgun. Yeah, you don't need official events to play. If someone told you that, they're lying to you. You don't. You can play it anywhere. Most of the game stores actually have times for people to come and play. So yeah, you do not need an official event to play. That's bullshit. Jeez, this is annoying. I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you have to if you're gonna set up an enemy thing, don't make it where they just keep coming and coming. Like, if you want to make a gauntlet, then have me be able to proceed forward through the gauntlet. Also, Gaichu's gonna die because I can't get over to him. Great. Oh well. Look, I'm sorry, I don't like leaving characters to die, but I really want to finish this game, so I really don't care at this point. Besides, he's a red samurai. He would have wanted to die in battle anyway. There. Finally, another one down. Jesus. Can I please be allowed to breathe, game? Like, this is getting ridiculous now. Like, enough is enough. Let me breathe. Like, it's not fun anymore. I'm literally getting, like, I'm hammered from all directions, and I can't do anything because I have to spend all my turns either healing or rezzing people. Enough! Dear God. This better be it. When these guys are dead, this better be it. Otherwise, I'm gonna be pissed. Alright, let's start dropping some motherfuckers. You're first. Or never mind, actually. That's one. Next. Oh, wait. Better idea. Whew. Why is... Ugh. This is ridiculous. I can't do anything! Knock it the hell off! Let me actually make a move. God, this guy in cover. Duncan, you disappoint me again. Got him. Thank you. Another one down. What sucks, though, is that I'm out of res, I'm out of trauma kits. So if we keep getting shot up, I'm not going to be able to protect anybody. Alright, I'm moving, because this isn't doing much. Let's move. Okay. Put this thing to the test. Light him up. There we go. That's more like it. That's the thing, Nick. They are dead. Gaichu is dead, which means even after the battle, I can't bring him back. So, oops. But again, I didn't really care. I want to be done with this game. So, I've enjoyed playing it, but I want to be done with it already. I want to do other stuff. Oh, come the fuck on. Yeah, so how do we make a tank even more annoying? Oh, I know. How about we make it so it can block critical hits from the front with a shield? We can give it a minigun attack. Oh, and best of all, it heals. Like, and now Isabel's down, which is just great. I hope one of these has a trauma kit in it, because I gotta res her. That ain't it, but I'll take it. Fuck. Keldrick, honestly not good. This is a bullshit fight. I've already lost one team member, and now I'm about to lose another unless I find a trauma kit. Please let this be a trauma kit. Damn it, it's not. So we have to win this in 2 turns, or else we lose a party member. Great. Okay. Switch to a new weapon. I like the assault cannon, but I need, like, efficiency right now. If I could access my item stash, that'd be great, but I can't in the middle of a fight. So, great. Again, with the healing. What? This is stupid. Like, I'm actively not having fun. I'm not. This is not fun. If you're going to make a tank, fine. You want a tank enemy? Okay, cool. Where's the mechanic then? If you want to give a vehicle auto heal, it better be its own damn enemy by itself, or you better have some riggers in here fixing it. Which you don't. You literally just have it self-heal. Because. Get good. Yeah. Well, look, if it's challenging, if it's good challenging, of course I'll get better at it. But this ain't it. This is not how you do it. I gotta move because I need to reload this damn thing. Oh, and of course, it gets 28 more health because, fuck me, why not? And I just lost another party member. Great. See, it'd be better if all of their attacks didn't take away my AP, but they do. So I'm not able to counter them as much as I want to. I'm only able to get off 1, maybe 2 attacks at a time, while they get to throw everything at me. Ow. So there's minus 1 AP, so now I can only make 2 attacks. And there's 2 more AP, so now I'm stunned and I can't do anything. Ugh. Catch this. Oh, of course it does nothing. Okay, sure. Wait, what do you mean it did nothing? Hold on, no. That's where I draw the fucking line. I literally have an ability that allows me to throw grenades. Duncan catches it, throws it back, and the game says, no, you don't do any damage. Fuck you. I can cheat too. Fuck you. I'm not doing that. Fuck you. That's some bullshit. You're gonna ignore one of my abilities? No, we don't do that. Okay. Now, I'm going to better prepare this time, because now I know what to do. Instead of checking the health crates, we're actually going to get into position. Or we could start with the fight right now. But that's okay, because now I know where to go. So, let's move to better position, shall we? Nice shot. That'll work. I mean, I, for one, didn't know I was going to be fighting spider tanks, but alright. Ow. Yeah, it does feel like that, doesn't it? Well, not much I can do about it. But now you guys see my point. Duncan is stunned because he took more than 3 AP damage, so he's not going to be able to do anything. And all of their weapons do that. If they hit, they take off AP. But they're immune to that. So, like if I wanted to use an AP stun strat, the game's just like, no, they're wearing stun-resistant armor. You can't do that. So, whatever. I'm gonna smash up your tanks. Now, thankfully, there is one thing I can do here. Because if he can survive longer, Gaichu's actually very effective against these guys out in the open. And they are vulnerable to bleeding, which is nice, but, I mean... Let's see. Why? Okay, now I got 2 characters who are stunned. That's great. Die, please. There we go. Next. Kill the damn tank. There we go. That's 1 down. There we go. He's dead. He'll be fine. He's got a trauma kit. Oh! No! See, Keldrick, that's the thing. There's 2 now, but then they'll spawn 2 more when those 2 are dead. And they'll spawn like 7 more people. Because, fuck you. The game says so. Missed. Alright, reload that assault cannon. We're gonna need it. In the meantime, drop them. There we go. Oh, it's a military compound, alright. It is. Don't you worry about that. It definitely is. But again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the situation is to basically tell a player, yeah, you just took out 2 of these things you weren't prepared for, now fight 2 more. Like, no, that's not cool. And again, like I said, I don't mind that we're fighting spider tanks in a military facility. I mind that they have regeneration. There are no mechanics here. So why are the spider tanks capable of regeneration? That is extremely stupid. And don't give me the whole, like, oh, well, maybe they've got nanobot armor. I've never heard of that in Shadowrun. And if they do, that's still bullshit. Like Hop said, this is basically a DM railroading the players through a fight, saying, you're ruining my story, so now I'm going to make you suffer. Hold on. You can't drop this thing. Come on. There we go. That's more like it. Thank you. Alright. Kill that son of a bitch. Got you. Come on, man. What is this XCOM level bullshit? Wait a minute. I have an idea. Not the idea I wanted, but I can make use of it in a minute. Yep, there's the 3rd one. And the 4th one. Don't know why my zoom kicked in. Hold on. And no, they don't have repair arms. And here come the bad guys. That's 5. There's 6. There's 7. 8. 9. You know, you just fought 6 enemies. Here's 11 more. Because fuck you. This is not good game design. It's not. This is basically just saying, oh, well, we want to make a final thing for our players to go through. So let's throw everything at them. Okay, fine. You want to throw everything at me? Okay, fine. I can accept that. This is not how you do it. This is literally how you piss someone off. Because guess what? I am pissed off. Very. I kind of understand now. You know what? I get it now. I understand now why everyone says that, you know, Shadowrun Hong Kong is good, but the ending is what kills it. People say the ending is the worst part of the game, and now I see why. Yep, see? Recovered. They're not affected by stun. So they can stun lock me all they want, but I can't stun lock them because, lol, game says so. See how you idiots like that. Yay, stun lock! Yeah, you like your runners being able to move and actually do their job? Not when we're playing, not when we're around. We're gonna stun lock the shit out of you and your teammates, but you can't do that to us, so fuck you. Have fun at making only 1 attack per turn while we get to make 11. Thanks for playing Shadowrun Hong Kong. Go fuck yourself. Good, got that one. Nice. All right. Actually making some progress. Finally. Whew. All right, Gaichu's down. We got to go patch him up. Got him. Thank God. All right. All right. I'm going to be honest with y'all. If I kill these things and then 2 more show up, I am literally quitting and I'm stopping the stream because that is untold levels of bullshit. Like, 4 is bad enough. I don't need to fight 6. So, and I don't care about why there would be so many. Oh, well, it's a military facility. I don't care. Nobody told me about these things. I have no idea they were coming. And no such thing as a milk run. It's never easy. Okay, sure. But in Shadowrun Returns, the first game, I kind of had an idea of what I was going up against. They even gave me a weapon that was super effective against what I was going up against. Not here, though. Now, just deal with the tanks. How? I was literally in heavy cover. How did you... Okay. So, yeah, I'm stun locked. Great. Nice. Okay, sure. That's nice and fair. So, yeah, my main character who's really effective at fighting, yep, now I'm stun locked. So, now this guy gets to walk up on me and basically shoot me point blank because fuck me. Oh, yeah, and we still have the spider tank to deal with because of course we do. Alright, screw it. I'm killing you guys first, because you're in my... you annoy me. Here, for you. There! Next. Oh, good! You don't throw grenades back. Here. Again, though, Hop, comparing this to XCOM is a fool's errand. Alright, I need to maneuver. Can I get over there and heal him? Oh, wrong button. No, I can't. So, Gaichu's gonna die, but again, at this point, I don't care. I can't believe I'm actually saying that. A game is literally making me not care about a teammate. That is saying something. I'm just gonna keep lobbing grenades at you idiots. Ow. Okay. Enough. I'm stun locked again. God damn. Yeah, res me. Okay. So, I died, but since I got rezzed, Now I don't have to worry about it. Now then, where was I? Oh, right! Die! Got him. Next. Another one down. Okay, let's maneuver a bit. Yeah, you like this, you stupid robot. Isabel, please, we need to get those hits. Oh, I knew this was going to be a hard fight. I'm okay with difficulty. I just want it to be fair. There's a difference between hard and fair. You can have, again, it can be challenging, but fair at the same time. This is just not fair, basically. Die. Got him. Okay, 2 more. Just the robot and that dude. Duncan. It's right there, Duncan. You can't miss it. Oh, right. This guy can throw him back. Okay, well, I'll just use my gun. Oh! And, of course, the robot gets scratched and decide, time to regenerate. Ugh. Duncan, please. Your weapon is designed to kill these things. Kill them! Thank you. What are these XCOM level hit rates? I can't hit with an 85? Ugh. Thank you. Finally! I know how to deal with you. And since there are no enemies spawning, I'm gonna assume this was the last wave. So yeah, 17 enemies and 4 spider tanks. Wonderful. Do me a favor and do me a favor. You're the last guy. When you get to hell, tell all of the people I've killed, all of them, you tell them I wish I'd been extremely, extremely more violent. There. We done now? Are you shitting me? Oh, it's Crate. Of course. What? Your cheerleaders couldn't do the job for you? So now you show up? Alright. Fine. Use a dead bitch. Crate comes barreling into the room, her weapon drawn. The heavy ballistic plates of her uniform make her look more mechanical than organic, an impression magnified by the coldness of her voice. That was quite a feat, taking down those spider drones. She pulls back the slide on her weapon. Don't get your hopes up, though. Your skills won't be enough to save you. Bitch, I have a 30mm cannon. I'm gonna punch a hole through your chest and your head, and then after that, I'm gonna pitch you into the ocean so that no scrap of you is left for even a close casket funeral. You've taken down everything you've thrown at us, Crate. Hell, you know what went down in the walled city. If we can handle monsters from another dimension, we can certainly handle you. Your performance in the walled city was impressive, I'll give you that. But I've still got you outgunned. You may be good, but you're not invincible. All it takes is one well-placed bullet. Glad to hear you feel that way. I was afraid that you'd surrender before I got the chance to make you pay for what you did to Carter. Who? Oh, right. The collateral damage from that ambush. That was just business. If your friend didn't want to get shot, she shouldn't have gotten in the way. Oh, I've been waiting a long time for this. Oh! Okay. Sure. More. Of course. God, how many more do you need? Jesus! Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus, you don't need that many. Good God. This is not how you make a confrontation. Like, she better be the final boss. Because if there's more to this more to this extended thing after this, I'm like, no. No, this needs to be it. It needs to end here. Speaking of which, God dang, your armor's thick. Duncan, you can handle her. I'm gonna handle these guys. Hopefully. Got one. That's good. You. Die. Kindly drop dead. Come on. Enough. Enough! Yep. Yeah, sure. Just stun lock me. That's fine. So now neither my character nor Duncan can move because stun lock. Ugh. And I can't get over there to heal Duncan. So, great. Hope he doesn't die. Okay, phew. Ow. Okay, I'm back up. Just... Come on. Oh, good. So's Duncan. Where was I? Oh, right. There we go. Jesus! What gun are you using? Duncan, just... There we go. How did I miss that? Oh well. Kindly stop. There. Thank God. Alright. Hold on a minute. Patch yourself up. Alright. I need to close the distance. But unfortunately, we're all really low on health because, you know, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, everyone needs to patch themselves up. Here. Here, take this med kit. Anyway, for what I'm planning to do, it's extremely silly, but it's the most effective plan I've got right now. Because I'm very upset and I'm not thinking straight, so... I've given Duncan all of the first aid kits that I've got. He's got the assault cannon. She's right there. Ha, you fool! Now then. Call in the nukes. I'm afraid I can't do that, but I can do something better. Hi there. So, you're about to die. Any last words before I send you to hell? Everyone else? No? Alright. Well. Shame. Your death approaches. If you have any final words, say them now and make peace with whatever god you believe in. Oh, you stupid. Okay, well. There we go. Like I said, nothing left to bury. We lost Gaichu, but, well, you know. This might as well be a war at this point. And besides, like I said, he's a red samurai. He would have wanted to die in battle. Let's get out of here. Your PDA buzzes. The tone is instantly familiar. Hello, dear. I take it you've secured the Ares facility in Typo? You're surprisingly well informed, Auntie. Our dear friend Jomo has been very good about sending regular progress updates. It's part of his job there, you know. So tell me, what are they doing there? What's being stored in the warehouse? It's an armory. Ares is preparing to take over the HKPF. Ah, I see. There's a long pause, and she looks down into her drink. I know that Chu has offered to restore your sin. Make a calm call to Mitsuhama Corporate, and you get your old life back. I have a counter-proposal for you. Of course you do. I'd expect nothing less. Don't turn the warehouse over to anybody. Burn the fucker to the ground. You do this for me, and you'll be set with the Yellow Lotus for life. Every privilege that you can imagine, every extravagance, however rare or expensive, it will all be yours for the asking. All that for the price of some gasoline and a match. I'm surprised you don't want to claim it for yourself. She waves your suggestion away as if it were a bad smell. Don't be daft. The warehouse and everything in it are Ares' property. If we were to claim it, how would we hold it? Further, how would it benefit the Yellow Lotus to declare war on one of the most powerful megacorporations in the Sixth World? Besides all of that, we couldn't get there in time. A response team is almost certainly en route, even as we speak. Destroying that warehouse is our most viable option, and that's what I'd like you to do. I understand. I knew that you would. What about Chu? What happens to her? I was having a moment, dear. You really need to learn when to keep your mouth shut. As for Chu, why would I give a fuck? As soon as you burn the warehouse, she'll become irrelevant anyway. I'll tell you what. Choose a fate for Senior Inspector Chu that you think will make me happy. Surprise me. You've heard my offer, Remembrancer, and you know what I'm willing to pay. I pray that you make the right decision for all of our sakes. Great. So...
I think this calls for a little history lesson.
Really? Now? I mean, I'm trying to think, what kind of history lesson could I give here? About alcohol. Okay. Well. Okay. So, little fun fact about alcohol. And the history of it. We don't know where alcohol originates from. We don't really know. We have a lot of our sources or historical sources tell us that it comes from the Middle East. Like, I'm talking like, you know, Babylonia, the Persians, somewhere around that time. but it's probably even older than that. The only written records we have, though, are from that part of the world, basically. That said, cultures all over the world have been making alcohol for a long time, so nothing is concrete. As for a fact about it, though, well, you can make alcohol from basically anything, given enough time. Like, for example, you can make vodka from practically anything. There's potato vodka, there's wheat vodka, barley vodka, all kinds of things. But basically, you also need to understand what kind of role alcohol kind of plays in the world. For example, the reason why alcohol, wine, beer, mead, whatever you want to call it, the reason why alcohol was the preferred drink of choice, like in the Middle Ages and stuff, is because water was never really clean. Clean drinking water was actually a rarity. And so rare, in fact, that, well, I mean, usually only maybe the nobility could afford it, and certainly not enough to drink it every day. So instead, you would have alcohol, like wine, beer, that kind of stuff, ale, that kind of stuff. Now it helps with the crushing state of the world. Look, I've said that as someone who practices mixology and likes mixing cocktails and making drinks, look, I don't imbibe very often, but I do like mixing for people. Here's the thing. It's okay to enjoy alcohol as long as you don't imbibe of it. Remember, the moment you take too much of it, and it becomes a problem, then it's an issue that you need to quit. But having a beer every so often or having a glass of red wine is not a problem. In fact, red wine's actually good for you. A little bit of red wine is actually good for your heart and for your body. Again, a little bit. Like, it depends on who you ask how much a little bit is. So there's your fact, so... Alright, Inspector. Oh boy. Is Crate dead? Good. That's really good. I have something to tell you, and I don't think you're gonna like it. What do you mean? I got a call from Kinley Chung just a moment ago. She wants me to burn the warehouse to the ground. I see. And I take it you're thinking of siding with her. I mean, I guess it's a question of what I want. Like, I know Duncan never wanted to be a Shadowrunner. Duncan wants his old life back. It's not, and me being me, just who I am, I don't know. The big question. Because if she may not be able to follow through on her promises. I know Auntie Chung can follow through on her promises. And I don't know. There could always be another way for Duncan to get his sin back and not have to worry, not be a Shadowrunner anymore. But I don't know. I really don't know. So, yeah, Inspector Chu is a she. Yeah. I really don't know. Set for life, but at the expense of my foster brother basically not enjoying the life he has, or doing this and pissing off Kenley Chung, but at least I would well, actually no, because okay, I think I just realized it. Here's the problem. If I were to follow through with what Inspector Chu wants, the thing is, there's no guarantee at all. There's no guarantee that she can get back what me and Duncan's sin passes. There's no guarantee of that. 2, if I did side with her, I'd basically have to stop being a Shadowrunner, and not only that, I'd be pissing off Kenley Chung, who has shown in this game that she is more than willing to send out Shadowrunners as hit squads, which means that Isabel, Gobbet, and Ractor could all come after me and kill me. So, Auntie said she'll give you whatever you want. She could probably get your sin back for you. That's the thing, though, that she doesn't have the power to do that at all. Only people with really powerful political and corporation control could do that. But I don't know. There's also the fact that this woman literally poked around in my head. And so, I mean, look, I'm sorry. I like her. I want to believe her. And yeah, if you get your sin back, you can't be a Shadowrunner. So, I don't know. At the end of the day, though, there are more benefits to being a Shadowrunner than there are to following through with her deal. Because no matter what, even if Duncan and I got our sins back, it doesn't matter. We're still marked men. Because Kenley Chung will definitely send people after us, most likely. And again, we would still have to find new lives anyway. So, but here we'd be set for life. So, yeah, sorry. She's my boss. There it is. I want my life back, damn it. And we want this team to survive. I get where you're coming from, Duncan, but you're putting yourself ahead of the rest of us. This shit ain't right. This is your only chance at getting out from under Kenley Chung's thumb, of getting your old life back. Are you really willing to give that up? Why? Okay, question. Why can't it be, all right, look, just, I don't care what you do to me, but just get Duncan's sin back so he can have his life back. I don't care what happens here. But no, we can't do that. Like, yeah. Duncan used to work for the for Lone Star. He was he was a corp. He was a security officer, and he wants his life back. I get it, but at the same time, I don't know. Look, even then, the other way I'm seeing this is that, first of all, I'm trying to think of everyone else before myself. And I know he's like, I want my life back. My dude, my brother in Christ. I would give you your life back if that was an option. But unfortunately, I can't. Because one, the game's not giving me the chance to. But two, I don't think he understands that if we say no to Kenley Chung, she'll send people to kill us. So, I don't know. I don't know. I want to do the right thing here, but I am so confused. I don't know what to do. Look. Okay. Look, here's what I'm going with. If I side with Kenley Chung, but I let Chu live, there's always the opportunity, always the chance, maybe, as thin as it is, maybe there's a chance for Duncan to get his life back. Granted, I know that the corporation's probably going to throw Chu by the wayside, but I'm sorry. I'll get you to safety, but we're burning the place. Chung's orders? My loyalty, let's see. My decision, but I'm doing it for her, yes. I'm too weak to stop you. Do what you're gonna do. You just sacrifice your... One and only chance to get out. Billowing clouds of choking smoke fill the sky. The fire that you said is doing its work nicely. Things really going up, huh? Auntie Chong should be pleased. Yeah, I'm sure that she will be. His voice simmers with barely repressed rage. And you see that old bitch. Tell her that I've tendered my resignation. Is there any space for us to discuss this? You just sacrificed the only chance I was ever going to get to lead a normal life, Zaruk. Fuck no. There's no room for discussion. I'm done with you. Permanently. If we didn't go back as far as we do, I'd put a bullet in your fucking spine. Try it, motherfucker! So what are you going to do? You should at least let us take you back to the Bang Tong so you can get your stuff. I mean, it's all still on board the boat hull. He can come with me on the medevac transport if he wants to. Okay, Senior Inspector, I'm with you. We'll ride the evac transport out together. I'll send someone to pick up my ship later. Hey, John Window, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Forest of Memories. Make yourself at home. We're finishing up Shadowrun Hong Kong. That's what you want, Duncan. It's your call. You're right, it is. And from now on, that's the way it's always going to be. Oh, we can take the bolt hole back. Crossing the Pacific. Jomo, where are we going?
Then pay with your blood!
To the new home of the Yellow Lotus. Come now, we must go. Wait, we're crossing the Pacific, but we're based out of Hong Kong. If we're crossing the Pacific, where's the Yellow Lotus's new head? Okay. The fire-wreathed warehouse burns at your back. The last of Ares and its legacy, soon to be nothing but a mound of embers. You return to Jomo and the drunken mistake. The pirate revs his engine and tears out of the harbor ahead of the medevac transport you called in for Chew. Your mind is a blur. Thoughts crashing through it like the mistake crashes through the waves. You know the inspector will live, but your opportunity to flee back to your old life has now left the table. Gone for the moment you torch the warehouse. Just like Duncan, but this time for good from the sound of things. His words echo in the back of your mind, their anger leaving little room for reconciliation. The drunken mistake speeds away from Taipo Harbor, carrying you back toward the Bentong. If there's anything you gleaned from Kenley Chong, it's that you and your team have a long sea voyage ahead of you. No. No, Nick, because we torched the place, Duncan and I don't get our sins back, and Duncan's pissed off and is leaving because now he can't have his life back. But he's going with the inspector, so maybe something will come from it. The bolt hole moves motors along, cutting through the choppy waves of the South China Sea. The coarse sound of Captain Jomo's voice echoes down from the wheelhouse. Well, he seems to be enjoying himself. Hey, if the singing helps pilot this wreck, I'm all for it. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's atonal and I can't understand the lyrics, but you can hear that he's happy. He sounds like a leopard seal with a sinus infection. He shakes his head. Some days this acute hearing of mine is a curse. 16 days of this will be challenging to endure. Anybody else feel like the boat's a little empty these days? She snorts and shrugs loudly. I hear you, Seattle, but this is how it had to happen. This is the life that you chose for yourself. You're good at it, and you like it. Duncan doesn't. What'd you expect him to do? Isabel shakes her head. Don't blame yourself. You're cut out for this life and he isn't. And the inverse is true. He had a normal life. You never did. What are we gonna do? Go be a clerk in a stuffer shack? Sell tasers at Weapons World? Yeah, I can't really see it. Look to the future, not the past. That's how you progress in a better position in life. So tell me, my friend, what do you intend to do when we arrive in Seattle? Wait, we're setting up base in Seattle? Huh. I have absolutely no idea. We should probably meet with Kenley's friends in Piliop. The sooner we get her plugged in with the triads in Seattle, the sooner we can get settled in ourselves. I don't know about either of you, but I've got a pretty good feeling about this. What do you think, Seattle? You really ought to show us the sights of the UCAS and get into a whole set of new troubles. Because if you ask me, I think we're going to have an interesting life no matter where we wind up. Interesting stories, huh? Well, let me tell you guys about the time a bunch of bug spirits tried to take over Seattle. And if for those of you who don't understand that reference, go play Shadowrun Returns. I'll drink to that. To the future, right? Whatever it might be. She pulls out the cork with her teeth and takes a long drink. Let's see. To friends and family, because they're all we've got. That's the spirit. No matter what happens when we make landfall, we'll be ready for it. Come hell or high water, we're survivors. Come on, toss that bottle over here. As you settle in for another day on the long trip to Seattle, you feel a sense of calm wash over you. Domo's rough arias intermingle with the sounds of the wind and the waves, blending into white noise. It's a strangely comforting sound. At the aft end of the room, a wide porthole gives you a view of the open ocean. The sky outside is so brilliant as to be almost blinding. Squinting at the light, you let your eyes close. For now, at least, the horizon seems clear. Seattle feels strange after so much time away. It still feels like home, but it's curiously foreign at the same time. But with Kenley Chung and your crew on your side, you rapidly make it feel like you never left Hong Kong. Kenley introduces you to Zhongli Quan, the Seattle mountain master of the Yellow Lotus, and through him, you'll find both work and safety. With your help, the Yellow Lotus rapidly expands its influence in the Puyallup Barrens. Business booms in 2058, when Don James the Hammer O'Malley is assassinated, kicking off a gangland war that affords the Yellow Lotus rapid gains in both influence and territory. Through your own skill and Kenley Chung's trademark ruthlessness, your team steadily carves out a large chunk of the Seattle Metroplex for the Triad. This expansion continues until the Renraku Arcology inexplicably seals itself off from the outside world, trapping its 100,000 residents inside. The UCAS military cordons the structure off, casting a pall over the Metroplex. In response, the Yellow Lotus wisely chooses to slow their expansion, the better to remain off of the military's radar. That's the thing that happens in Shadowrun Returns, in Renraku. The world turns, seasons change, and life moves on. In the following months, Ares Macrotechnology takes over the contract for the HKPF from Mitsuhama. The Tolo Harbor complex is completed, and a new, heavily militarized police force walks the streets of Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, the feud between the Red Dragon Association and the Yellow Lotus erupts into a full-scale gang war in the early 2060s. The Red Dragons prevail in the conflict, and the Hong Kong branch of the Yellow Lotus is completely annihilated. The Triad's traditions live on in the Seattle Metroplex, under the stewardship of Zhongli Quan and Kenley Chung. Duncan's fate is forever a mystery to you. If he lives, you never hear from him again. You and your team remain as tightly knit as ever. Together, you look to the future and the promise that it still holds. So yeah, that's it. And I'll say, aside from the ending, that ending fight, yeah, this was good. Shadowrun Hong Kong's just... it's just a really good game. So, it's just mired by a really bad ending. So, I don't know. Out of all of them, I'm going to put this one at the bottom, honestly. Story-wise, yeah, I'm going to keep it at the bottom as well. I love all the characters, I do. But at the same time, I like the characters in the other games more. So, and this ending, yeah, is a bit forced. So, yeah, I'm going to put this one, like, third out of all three. So, let me put it to you guys this way. If you want to play these games, play them in release order. Start with Shadowrun Returns, then play Shadowrun Dragonfall, and then play Hong Kong. As for difficulty, honestly, this one is a bit more difficult than I thought it would be. But Dragonfall has the best story. So yeah, let me put it that way. This one's the hardest. Shadowrun Dragonfall has the best narrative, and the best overall gameplay, I think, goes to Shadowrun Returns. Heck, at the end of Shadowrun Returns, not only do you get to, like, fight through an actual gauntlet and be prepared for it, but at the end of Shadowrun Returns, you get to hear some badass remixed music of from the original Shadowrun game on the Super Nintendo. So that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, Nick, there is no fourth game. This has been the latest Shadowrun game to be video game to be released, which is weird. I thought they would make more, but nope. So, with that, yeah. We're not done for the night, though. We still got about 20 minutes, so let me think. What can we do? I wonder if, yeah, we're not done yet. Let me think for a second. Give me a minute. I'm thinking. I guess, yeah, you know what? I think there is something we can do. Hold on. What will I play instead of Shadowrun series? Instead of playing Shadowrun on Mondays, now I'm going to be going to, we're going to make it Rainbow Six Mondays, because I want to play Rainbow Six Vegas and Rainbow Six Vegas 2 on stream. Play some classic, kind of retro, well, they're not retro anymore, but, some older shooter games. And the Vegas games are some of my favorites. So we'll play those. Tom Clancy, no, because then I'd have to get rid of, yeah, because then we wouldn't be able to do the Mech Warrior stuff. So, another top-down RPG. If I knew another one, hey, if I knew another top-down RPG, I would. But I don't like the Pathfinder games. I honestly don't think they're that great. So, I don't know what else I could play. Anyway, hold on. Let me see. Okay, I think I've got an idea. Give me a second.
At WP Engine, we have freedom to create online.
Give me a second.
Whoa! Likely.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. For those of you who are interested, we're gonna watch a quick 20-minute explanation of Shadowrun lore. I don't know everything about Shadowrun. I try. There's a lot. So what we're gonna do instead is I'm going to do a thing where we can actually, if I do this correctly, let me see if this works. I hope it does. It may not. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get a, let's see. I think it's supposed to be window capture, I think. Whoops, not that. Sorry about that. Ignore that. Cataclysm, if you're here, we're going to have to censor that. Sorry, y'all. Let's see. I want to do... Got it! I got it. I think this is it. Yep. Okay. So we're going to watch a quick lore video that kind of explains a little bit more about Shadowrun. Let me pull this up here so y'all can see me. Okay, good. A lot of y'all didn't see it. Good. It was just my Discord. Anyway, one moment. Oh, shit. And it's frozen. Great. Just fucking great. Okay, hold on. Great, it's frozen. Lame. Hold on. Damn it. Give me a minute, y'all. You know what? Fun fact, they warned me. They warned me when I moved into this new apartment complex. They were like, oh yeah, you're probably not going to like the internet you get saddled with because, it's not very good and you're not going to like what you get. But, so, yeah, well, guess what? I don't. I don't like what I've got. So, but there ain't shit I can do about it. So, meh. Hold on, y'all give me a minute. I'm gonna, see if I can get this working. Hold on. Y'all hang loose. I'll get this somehow. Let's see. Hang on, I'll get it. Somehow. I hope. Let's see. Well. Okay, I think I got it. Hold on. Okay. Let's jump back over. Give me a minute. Why is it only... Hang on. Got it. Okay. So this should work now. Give me a minute. Again, we probably won't have time for the whole thing now since I am messing this up big time. And also, Twitch is very anal about, about YouTube videos. So, yeah. But anyway, we're going to watch a little bit of this. So, enjoy.
Basically, the world of Shadowrun is cyberpunk, but there's magic and shit. Ireland is an elvish kingdom, Seattle is the last piece of American soil on the west coast, and the richest man in the world is not, in fact, a man, but a dragon. But how did all this come to pass? Well, one of the interesting things about Shadowrun is that it used to be speculative fiction, where they just went off the rails speculative, but that was in the 80s.
Yep.
And now we're basically during a time in which Shadowrun is already happening, so technically speaking, it's an alternate history world.
Yep.
The big divergence from our timeline happens in 1991, which is still the future at the time of Shadowrun's original inception, right?
Y'all can hear it, right? And yeah, this is this is Burger Creek. He does a lot of lore videos for Shadowrun.
Basically, you have a bunch of supermassive megacorporations who get to say that, hey, all the corporate ground, the private property that we own, is now no longer part of the country that it's located in physically, but it is part of the country that is the corporation.
Oh, come
a new
on.
suit helped Andre land a new job.
Ads. Go away. This is called
This quickly develops into megacorps actually kind of becoming countries of their own, with citizens and private policing, housing, and their own schools and culture, and also complete unaccountability, because who is going to stop you from performing horrific and inhumane experiments in your own country? Certainly not the government of that country, because you are the government of that country. Around 2012 is where all the interesting shit starts to happen, right? Over the course of the year, magic returns to the world, and yes, it returns to the world, because in Shadowrun, the world works in cycles, which are in accord with the cycles of the Mayan long count calendar, right? Basically, the fifth world ends and the sixth world begins, and worlds with even numbers have magic in them, and worlds with uneven numbers do not have magic in them. And because the long count calendar is so incredibly long, there is no historical or archaeological evidence that magic has ever existed in the past, which is why we just didn't know that it was going to happen. Not only do people realize that all that old witchcraft shit that suddenly works for some reason, but kids are being born with some very interesting mutations, like short stocky frames and long ass ears, and a lot of adult people actually start changing to exhibit the very same traits. And that is how elves and dwarves come back into the world, and also sort of a lot of new sapient races that have nothing to do with humanity, like merfolk and fucking Sasquatches start popping up all over the place.
And the dragons. Don't forget the dragons.
Basically, any mythological or folk tale that we know of turns out to be actually real, right? The actual Wild Hunt shows up at Stonehenge on Halloween, and there is no Geralt present to rectify the situation, right? In Germany, there's a huge orange dragon called Feuerschwinge, who just starts ripping apart entire villages until the Bundeswehr shoots her down with fucking helicopters, and then she lands into an irradiated zone along the French border, which is sort of where Shadowrun's Chernobyl happened. Which this, by the way, it's a real thing. The French built the vast majority of their nuclear reactors right along the German border. So if something does go wrong, well, it's only half a problem of France, isn't it? But it does.
You want to know the funniest part about that? Okay, he jokes about that, but here's the best part. Do you know why the French built all of their nuclear reactors there? Do you know why they built them all in what would become the nuclear exclusion zone? Oh yeah, it's real, but do you want to know why they built them all there in the Shadowrun world? Well, allow me to explain. For a long, long time, there has been, and has been, and to this day there is, a piece of territory called Alsace-Lorraine. Alsace-Lorraine, when the Holy Roman Empire broke up after Charlemagne died, the king of the Franks, he gave part of that territory that he had was given amongst his 3 sons. And Alsace-Lorraine was basically a part of both France, modern day France, and modern day Germany. The French and the Germans have literally fought, bled, and killed each other for this tiny strip of land. And ever since the French got it back, they have been bound and determined to never let the Germans have it again. But that's in our world. In the Shadowrun world, they decided that the Germans would never have it again. So they built all of their nuclear reactors in it. So in case anything ever happened, Alsace-Lorraine would belong to nobody. If the French couldn't have it, then the fucking Germans couldn't have it either. That's how petty the people are in Shadowrun. Let's continue, shall we?
Doesn't stop at elves and dwarves. In the 2020s, a process called goblinification starts, which turns people not into goblins, but orcs and trolls. With horns. Well, the trolls have horns, but the orcs do have scary-ass teeth. The idea is that these new magical forms of humanity, called metahumans, with humanity being referred to as metahumanity now, are latent genetic expressions that were always with humanity, but they just didn't manifest because there was no magic in the world, right? This also explains why, for instance, the Zulu, 90% of them turned into elves, because there used to be an elven people in the Fourth World, while for most ethnic groups in the world, it's just like about 60% of them are still human. And this, of course, leads to hate and discrimination, and because we don't need skin color anymore to hate each other at this point, because we're actually different species now, basically, that type of racism pretty much disappears entirely, almost overnight, and different metahuman races start hating each other now.
Because of fucking course, right? So magical bullshit happens, and everyone looks different because we're all basically different forms of meta-humanity, and we're like, you know what? Fuck it. Racism over skin color, that doesn't matter, but that motherfucker's a knife ear. I hate him. Like, I'm sorry. Look, out of all the fantasy worlds and fantasy, like, RPG worlds and everything, you gotta admit, at least Shadowrun is realistic. With the fact that, let's be real, just because magic comes back to the world and your neighbor's an elf, let's be real, racism is not going away. I'm sorry, it's not.
And it's easy at first with all the elves and dwarves. I mean, sure, there's the occasional mass killing of babies because they are evil abominations and need to be destroyed, humanus forever. I'm really sorry about that. That was a bit uncalled for. It's not really my polyclub of choice. But now that we've added orcs and trolls to the mix, the real hate can begin. I mean, you know, we've always had incredibly short people. Some of them have made it very far in this world. And elves, they're fucking beautiful, right? It's difficult to discriminate against beautiful people. But orcs and trolls, they look very different from humans. They're foreign, not in the exotic way, which is usually seen as a good thing, but they're fucking ugly, right? And also, they're a little bit stupider than the other races on average, right? Which, that's something that someone's gonna take out of context and put on the internet as a soundbite at some point. A lot of fiction.
It should also be noted that in the game, in the tabletop game, goblinoid races, like trolls, orcs, and goblins, are not able, like, you can't give them, their intelligence stat maxes out before everyone else's. So, like, example, elves, like a human can max out their intelligence at 9. Shadowrun maxes out, I think, at like 12 or 15. So 9 is average. Yeah, the goblinoid races don't even reach 9 in intelligence. So they are canonically stupider than a human. Y'all see the point, right? Like, oh no, he's a humanist apologist. And yes, there are humanity first movements in Shadowrun. In fact, in Shadowrun Returns, you deal with a humanity first movement group. So yeah. Anyway, let's keep going.
Fictional works try to create some sort of allegory for racism to deal with the issue of racism. And in Shadowrun, the allegory for racism is just racism. Because that's the kind of no-nonsense world that Shadowrun is and feels like, even though it's full of fluff and nonsense. I don't know how it manages to do that, but it does manage to do that. Isn't it a bit weird that Shadowrun decides to deal with the issue of racism in a world where it's actually sort of kind of justified to be racist? I mean, the reason that it doesn't make sense to be racist in the real world is because there's not really that much of a difference between the different human races, and you can't even draw clear distinctions between them, right? It's much easier to judge an individual on their personal merits and qualifications and skills. But in Shadowrun, there are actually significant physiological and, mental differences between the races, often also in behavior that isn't just because of their background, but because of their biology. I'm not sure I want to go down this train of thought, but I kind of do. As time progresses, of course, you get all the cool cyberpunk shit, like you get a matrix you can plug into, you get cyberware, cybernetics, you get gene therapy and super internet, but also there's magic everywhere. And yes, it does retain some of its mystique, but also the mega corporations try to package it and set it on supermarket shelves. And universities form departments to the study of magic because now suddenly the woo-woo stuff is science. As with any cyberpunk setting, megacorporations are a huge part of Shadowrun. And while there are an enormous amount of them, there are 10 called the Big 10 or the AAA corporations, which are especially important. And they all have their own little flavors, and they get to meet on a space station and decide the fate of the entire world. There's the one that used to be racist and now isn't racist anymore and really needs to show that it isn't racist anymore, also known as Evo Corporation. There's the one that is from America, also known as Ares Macro Technology. And this is one of my favorites. There's one that has embraced Aztec culture, and it's now pretty much the one corporate entity that is in complete control over supersized Mexico, which is now known as Aztlan. And get this, they're called Aztechnology. Pretty smart, those cartel people. I have to give them that. That's a pretty witty thing. Speaking of Native American magic.
Oh yeah, and as Modular can tell all of us, Modular, tell us what Aztechnology is also known for doing. You mentioned it when we played in both Shadowrun Returns and Dragonfall. Please tell them what Aztechnology is also known for. Well, yes, Nick, it is murder, but it's a special kind of murder. Go on, guess what the Aztechnology people do. Guess. Go on, guess what kind of murder they're involved with. Go on, it's in the name. What kind of murder do you think the Aztechnology people do? And what kind of magic do you think they practice? Go on, guess. Not genocide. Yes, they do. Yeah, 90% of consumer goods are made by Aztechnology. Ah, there it is. Thank you, Fountain. Yes. Ritual sacrifices, and they practice blood magic. Legally denied or defined human sacrifice, it should be noted. So, yeah, one of the big 10 corporations running the Shadowrun world practices blood magic and human sacrifice. You're welcome. Have fun. Sleep well tonight.
Destroying nations born out of the remnants of colonial empires, some of the first people that actually realize that it does rain when you dance a certain way are the Native American tribes of North America. And they decided to seize the opportunity to do just the teeniest bit of venting. Needless to say that the USA is no more. It's now called UCAS, and it includes parts of Canada and not the South, because the South is now the new Confederacy, which, ironically, actually ended up electing the first female president before UCAS did, which, you know, go figure. Also, California is its own nation. There's a kingdom of racist elves in Oregon, which, to be honest, there's not much of a change there. There's Seattle is one of the largest cities in all of the continent because the Native Americans deported all the white people there from their newly formed country. That is, of course, the white people that they didn't slaughter for no other reason than the self-righteous gratification of a grandson punishing another grandson for the crimes that their grandfather has committed against their grandfather. Another very important part of Shadowrun are the eponymous Shadowrunners, which are basically Black Ops mercenaries and also the player characters. The idea is that pretty much any organization on the entire world that has some influence, like governments and corporations and crime syndicates, needs some type of unaccountable, super efficient mercenary group that is only loyal to money and exists outside of the confines of society, because having that layer of you don't really know who paid these people to steal your shit makes it a lot easier to steal someone else's shit. Basically, Shadowrunners go to fixers, which are agents, who then set up meetings with Johnsons, who are potential employers, who then give them a mission to do, and then they do that mission, almost inevitably breaking a large variety, a wide array, an assortment of laws, and then they come...
Welcome to Shadowrun. It's not a question of, are we breaking the law? No. The question is, how many laws are we going to break? That's Shadowrun.
Back and hope to get paid for it instead of being ganged, which is something that might happen because it's a very, very dirty world. That's basically what your whole Shadowrun gaming experience is going to be like, and it's fucking awesome. That about covers the basics, but to give you some additional information, China has fallen apart, finally. Japan is empiring again. The Catholic Church is just completely splintered. The Middle East is a racist shithole.
Every single day they're training
come
hard.
on.
Every single day there's...
Stupid ads.
And there's a controversial ghoul nation in Africa. And also Australia. It basically, nothing's changed. Nothing happens in
Nothing has
Australia that you
changed.
wouldn't expect to be happening in Australia anyway.
Except apparently the emus are sentient. That's right. The emus in Australia are sentient now. So, we might be in trouble. We're, what is it? We're in danger. But yes, so there are awakened and sentient emus. Oh, they got worse! yeah, they did. They got worse.
So I was throwing some fucking dog-sized prawns on the barbie when a fucking huge storm threw a pack of teleporting dingoes into my yard. So I invoked my kangaroo totem and punched them in the fucking face, mate. If you want to learn more about the details of the world of Shadowrun, and there are many details to learn about, get one of the source books. And as there are many of them, I recommend the Sixth World Almanac as a general overview because it features a very nice timeline from 1991 to 2072, I think. And also it has a bunch of just descriptions for pretty much all the major countries in the world with statistics and to give you a basic overview of the politics of that place, the geography, what the how it's changed in the awakened world in supernatural senses, all that stuff. It's very, very interesting. If you know German, you're in luck because the two German Shadowrun wikis are the best in the world, even a lot better than the international ones by a long shot, because for some reason Germany fucking loves Shadowrun, and I can appreciate that because I know German, and those wikis are incredibly helpful. But why? Well, here is the special reason why I'm doing this whole.
But yeah, we're gonna stop there. There you go. That's your basic introduction to Shadowrun. It's, again, very, very scraping the barrel, like scraping the top of the barrel. But again, this is a world that I wish would get more attention. It's a very interesting world. It's a very thoroughly built world. And it does have a tabletop RPG game. So maybe, if I can get my hands on some of the source books or maybe learn how the game is played, who knows? Maybe we'll run a Shadowrun campaign someday on stream. Who knows? But for now, I think that's going to do it, everyone. So everyone stick around because we are going to find, we're going to go raid somebody. So let me get a thing set up here so we can go raiding. Yeah, never set your body stat to 1 in the tabletop game. Anyway, let me find us someone to raid real quick. Also, that guy, Burger Krieg, if you want to know more about Shadowrun, he also has a video on all the most powerful dragons in Shadowrun. Oh, which reminds me, rule number 1 of Shadowrun, there's no such thing as a milk run. Rule number 2 of Shadowrun, do not make a deal with a dragon. Period. Do not make a deal with a dragon. Let's see. Who can we go say hi to? And yeah, always geek the mage first. That's another one. Let's see, who is available right now? Give me a minute, everybody. You know what? Let's go say hi to Roy Zoga. Looks like it's cafe night there. Roy's cool, though. I've seen a lot of his streams. Roy's cool, so we're going to go say hi to him. Oh, actually, no, never mind. Wow, he's packed tonight. Never mind. Better idea. Let's see. You know what? Change of plans. We're going to go say hi to Imp VT. It's always good to find another Imp. So, go say hi to them. Let me get this set up. Y'all stick around. Hold on. All right, let's get this set up. And I think we should be good. Yep. All right. Get this started. Love you guys. I will see you tomorrow for Klonoa. We might finish Klonoa as well. But with that, I've been Zaruk Wind-Caller. It's been an honor and a privilege to entertain you. I love you guys. And remember, the memories you make in life, good and bad, make you who you are. Don't change them for anything. All right. See you guys tomorrow for Klonoa. Have a great night. Bye-bye.